Hey everybody, I am back and I'm doing my first installment on for Black History Month. Now, what I want to try to do this month is dispel some of the mind fucks we've all been through for centuries, and the reason why we are where we are at times because of us not even realizing our own greatness. So, first of all, I'm going to start with some definitions of what is white and what is so-called black. Okay, when I looked it up, I did a little research. White folks, and this is according to the EEOC, okay, that we all live under on these jobs or in America, period. And EEOC defines white people as North Africans, Middle Easterns, and everybody from Europe. Ain't that a bitch? So we already know Egypt is in North Africa, right? So they've been trying to make Egyptians white forever. But even according to the definition here in the United States, that falls under Northern Africa. You know, Libya, Morocco, all of them are considered whites. Okay. Then the next thing I said, well, what the hell is a Middle Eastern? I've always said, what is it, middle of? What is it, east of? What the hell? And now, this is the definition of the Middle East is Northern Africa, once again, Southwest Asia, and Central Asia. So get your little maps out and look and see where all of that is. So basically, once again, they just took black folks and made a Middle Eastern. Okay, and then a Middle Easterner is still considered white in this country. Now check this. The definition of a black person is sub-Saharan Africa. Period. That's it. That's all. Go look it up yourself. Sub-Saharan Africa. So anything under Northern Africa of the black folks they've been claimed as white, then we everything else. I mean, when I look at this stuff, it just I can't. There are no words to describe the fuckery that has been going on for so long. Okay, now that's the definition of these people of who we are, who they are, or whatever. Okay, then the next thing I wanted to do was look at a timeline. We always want to define things and group things and put things where they're supposed to be according to time. Okay, basically it's fuckery once again because there is no ground zero year. Okay, when you look at BC and AD, now most of us will say, okay, BC is before Christ, AD is after he died. Well, no, it's not after he died. It's called, I think, Anno Domini or something. That is a reference point that a white man, once again, decided in terms of when Christ probably existed or was born or whatever. And then according to the calendar at the time, it was like, I think, 700 something years before the time that he decided, because they used these called Easter calendars to try to decide, you know, when stuff was and trace stuff back and all that. But in other words, even the time that we measure the world by is something a white man somewhere decided what year was going to be what. So that's why you got BC and AD. Okay, and then because it was so Christian based, a lot of people didn't want to use it. So that's why you get the BCE and the CE, but they're still roughly based on the same time period. So basically, still, the white man has determined for you what year is what year and when things happened, AD or BC or whatever. Damn everybody else. Now, on a daily basis here, now with a week, let's just take the 7-day week, Egyptian, they kept that. Sunday is the beginning of the day of the week, right? Sun, as in Ra, came from Egypt. So Sunday is the first day of the week, which is what is our stuff. But we won't even get into that yet. I'll talk about that later. But that's the fuckery I wanted to talk about. So basically, if you're being defined by them, then what I just said, you're just sub-Saharan Africa. That's it. So Northern Africa, forget about it. Okay, and so our Black History Month is just all of y'all Negroes from sub-Saharan Africa. Period. Okay, not all right. And so when I said think about the timeline, okay, I'm going to use their timeline, and I want to talk about the white man is new on the scene. Because when you look at African or so-called Northern Africa, which would be white, but we already know Egyptians were black. You look at the damn hieroglyphs and can see that. Basically, Egyptian society are the first civilizations of man, which they defined as, once you've got a language, once you're using tools, all of that, that defines a civilization. Then the oldest civilizations were like 3,000 BC. Okay, and they trace it back to Egypt and to a little city in what's now known as Iraq. So basically, once again, they put all of us and us black folks in the Middle East and try to make them something else when they were black. So the black people were the first people to so-called be civilized. Okay, thousands, 3,000. Now check this, 3,000 BC. Okay, when were the pyramids built that are still standing today? They were built in like 2,600 BC. Okay, that's when the pyramids of Giza, all the big ones that are still there today, that white folks can't build and can't figure out, and would rather say some damn aliens came and built them rather than give us credit. But anyway, that's how that goes. So let's look at that. Okay, if they were being built in 2,640 BC, then I looked at, well, what's something that white folks built that's still standing? And it's crumbled up and it's still around. But let's just say the Colosseum in Rome. Guess when that was built? 70 AD. Okay? Thousands of years later. That's the first sign you got of something big the white folks did. All right. When you look at their so-called society and civilization, Rome, all that stuff happened in AD. Okay, so we were already 3,000 years ahead of them. Okay, so while they're still in the cave, eating raw meat, hitting each other upside the head, we already were building pyramids. Okay, so I'm starting this month with that to try to get you to understand how great you are and how much we've been able to do thousands of years ahead of the white man. Okay, so get that in your head that you are the original black man and woman. You are the originators of society and civilization. You taught them how to take baths and get rid of feces through a sanitation system that we created thousands of years ago. All right, what we built still stands. And you all know that they hated so bad that the Sphinx was black that they blew the damn nose off of it. All right? So understand, see, we got to stop all this old lovey-dovey, kumbaya bullshit and understand our enemy and what has really happened to us. And it's okay to say that. We still love white man so much and still trying to protect him and still no, you need to start looking at history, looking at timelines, looking at what has happened and understand where you are and where you fit in all of that. That's black history. And that's what I'm talking about. Let's start getting to the getting. Okay, quit all this, bullshit like Trump did the other day, talking about Frederick Douglass, and we get the same few. Frederick Douglass, not even Malcolm X, they don't give him no credit, but Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, all the approved black figures, but they ain't gonna tell you about how they were in a cave when you were civilized. That's the Black history we got to put on to start giving us and our children the self-esteem that we need to love ourselves and do what we got to do to build our community. They stripped us of all that, and you can't say it no other way. And I'm goddamn tired of us always wanting to sit up and, well, it's not that bad. Well, look what we doing. Look what we did. You know, black people. You always blaming the victim. Okay, so at this point in time, yeah, I'm getting a little pissed off now. Is that it's time for you to know who you are. Know thyself. That's what we got to do if we're going to make any kind of changes. So I'm calm. I'm not really mad. It just makes me a little pissed when I think in 2017 we still having conversations about who's light and who's dark and some bullshit. When you look at the fact that we created civilization, we are the original people. Every human being on this earth has black female DNA. So who was here first? Okay? So take that, rewind this, look at it, understand. I'm gonna talk about things so we can really start understanding who we really are and what contributions we've made to the world, not just here. Okay, to the world. So if you like what I'm saying, if you want to learn more, please subscribe. Please pass these videos on and share with your friends. Let's create a community, like I said, where we're taking a journey to really learn who we are and our traditional greatness and return to that, restore ourselves to where we should be. Okay, have a great week, and I'll see you next time.